I, I see Dr. Zakir there saying yes, sir. And I see Mr. Malu Singema. How are you, sir? I see Mr. Luyolo, Mr. Langa, Dr. Miki. Hello?
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I see Fana.
you audible, yes.
Oh, you can hear me. Oh, yes. Wonderful, wonderful, my
Loud and
brother.
clear.
Yes, I see Mr. Nakeri. I think I should be loud and clear because I just bought these new ones, by the way, yeah? For 50% discount. I always wait for discounts.
you you must say you sound clean, 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 clean. It sounds perfect.
Yeah, 50% discount. I went to the shops, they said, okay, it's Ramadan, 50% discount. I said, okay, for the whole year, I'm waiting for the discount. Mr. Mfana Sibili,
Yebo baba njani?
hey, Izamazama, baba. Mr.
Yeah.
Octavian, Mr. Octavian, Mr. Joseph Singh, Mr. OT, Mr. Nakedi. Guys, let me not take too much of your time because time is precious. Time is money. I respect time too much. And Shanana, I think, we received a lot of positive response from our people saying they'll be attending, but we do understand that, there's challenges. Some are still at work, some stuck in traffic. I'm also stuck in traffic in front of you here, this traffic, this Zoom traffic. So I will not take too much of your time. We are recording. So I think what's going to happen, maybe Khadija will share this. Yeah, we'll see how we share this recording, or we'll upload it onto the YouTube and then we'll share the link. I think that will be easy. Are you guys comfortable with that? I don't want to share something on YouTube and then somebody says, why my face is there on YouTube? I'm wanted, dead or alive. Eh? Are you okay with YouTube upload?
100%. You're okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't want to
I'm
upload.
that like a criminal, but I'm not wanted.
Yeah, but you might be wanted, not just as a criminal. You will never know. Eh? Guys, welcome to KaribaWorld. And you'll just bear with me. I think my wife had flu in the past 2 days, and I think I'm also catching the same flu. And today it was a birthday. Oh, it's still today anyway. It's still your birthday. Yeah? It has not passed yet. Oh, yeah. It's still birthday. So, okay.
Dr. Kariba, sorry, you didn't tell us it's a birthday. You are jealous. When it was your birthday, we knew. We
No,
couldn't
you
even
don't
wish it.
understand. No, you see what the thing is. I'll tell you something. Women normally they don't want people to know it's their birthday and how old they are turning. Like my wife is turning 15, so you guys are gonna be saying, no, now you want to go open a case for me with the police. Her age is going in reverse. Okay, guys. Welcome, guys. This is the life. This is KaribaWorld. And thank you all for attending this session. And also thank you all for subscribing to KaribaWorld. You guys believing in us. And basically, this is our logo. And already this is trademarked globally and approved. So somebody forgot to put here trademark or register, whatever they call it, somebody. And you guys obviously know our website. And I would like everyone to have this important email, info@karibaworld.co.za. Anything you need, this is where you'll have all the assistance, whatever it may be, anything. Even if you want lunch or dinner, send to this email address. Somebody will be there to help you. Now, now, guys, I just thought I should put this up, and you guys already, I hope you are all familiar with our services, but I just thought, let me put this up again because, you know, we recently launched in January, mid-January. So we are just 1.5 months old, basically, official. And some people, I'm still receiving, you know, WhatsApp messages, which I don't mind. People still asking, it seems maybe the information is unclear what we really are all about. And I cannot blame somebody else. The only person to be blamed is me. It means somewhere I need to change the way I do things. I need to change the way I market this program. So I've been lately learning a whole lot of editing, videos and stuff, and I think I'm quite good at it. This was one of my most precious attractions where now you can see clearly international jobs, professional CV reviews, preparation for interview, mentorship and coaching. And the reason for me to bring about this session this evening, this session actually we titled it Group Mentorship, but it's not really the mentorship. Basically, this one is sort of like an introductory, but yes, there are some mentorship tips that we will get to. However, when we go to the next slide, this is what I want to show you. We come now to this slide. We have just updated the packages. And the reason for updating this is because we listen to our clients. I personally did, you know, some interviews, mostly with the tertiary students, and asked them questions. And this is what led to even having this up here with the marketing. They said, we don't see this. And even currently on the website, you don't see this. All you see is welcome to KaribaWorld mentorship and coaching. That's all you are seeing. And now this very smart young student said, mentorship and coaching, none of us know anything about this. We sort of have an idea, but we don't really know much about it. Why don't you talk about international jobs? You have the jobs on your website. Start with the jobs, follow up with the CV reviews, because you are doing excellent CVs and people, they love, you know, they're giving you guys excellent reviews. Mention the CVs, then the mentorship and coaching, which is actually your core, mention it last, because when people come start applying for jobs, they will realize that they need a professional CV reviews. When they do the professional CV reviews, then you give them the mentorship and coaching to close the gap. So start with international jobs. That is why even here now we are reprogramming. It's like when you open a store, your main product is sweets. You are selling sweets, but then you have an ice cream machine there, but then your clients, they end up buying more ice cream than sweets. So you have to readjust and say, okay, my customers, they prefer the ice cream first, then the sweets. So this is what we are doing. However, for me, my core is still mentorship and coaching. And people have been asking why mentorship and coaching. I've always been saying, because the more I mentor, the more I coach, I have realized from a very young age at university that the more I do this, the more I become smarter. So, and I just love doing it. and seeing me helping somebody else. Now, so I have said, okay, I cannot just have a website mentorship coaching. When people see this mentorship and coaching, they will say, okay, we love this, but now what am I going to do with this intellect that you are giving me here? So I said, okay, mentorship and coaching, at the end of the day, everyone wants a job, a business, or whatever medium that can help them to be self-sufficient, financial. So for people looking for jobs, we do this and we have the jobs and we support with the CV reviews. Over and above, we close the gap also with this mentorship and coaching. Now, let's go. This is where I was now. As rebranding, I'm calling it rebranding these packages now. Initially, we had the 1 month, 2 months you could select. Now, then we said, okay, with these prices as they are, we feel it is wise to rather, when someone subscribes to our website, let's have them at least for 3 months. Because when a person is doing 1 month you might not really get, proper experience to really give us a fair review of what we are capable of. Because like recently what happened, a person comes, purchases a premium package, which was the introductory one, which included the CV review. And then we do the CV review for the next 7 days. Then the person is just checking the jobs, but they are not really applying because they feel like, you know what, my CV is not on the level. And this is the reason why I think everyone from January, February, I have been giving guys extra 1 month or extend by 1 month free. Why? Because of this. When people come in, they are on the premium. And remember now, we assist you to apply for jobs. We are applying jobs for you, basically. Let me not say we are assisting. We are applying all these global jobs. When you are on this, starting with the premium, going to the premium plus, there is a questionnaire. I will come to that table where we have sent emails to say, give us your top 3 countries that you would like to apply jobs to. And then now, since early this week, we kicked off with the program where we are applying jobs for all premium members. I'm gonna come to the slide where I just have like a summary of this, of those who have responded to that. Now, if you were still here for 1 month, you might not really get, a true reflection of what KaribaWorld is all about. So I said, okay, we're gonna do things different. We start from 3 months. We want to spend 3 months with you, and in the 3 months, you can say, you know what, Kariba, I've been with you for 3 months. I don't think I'm gaining any value here. I'm gonna pack my bags and leave. That is fair for me. But I don't want 1 month and then you say I'm leaving, where we spend the first 1 week, maybe you are still reviewing your CV, you were not applying. And I've seen a lot of people, they subscribe and then maybe they're just lazy to apply and all of this. This is where we brought this job marketing so that you can be at your job, at home, whatever. We also assist you in applying for the jobs. And then we're gonna say bi-weekly, share with you all the places we have submitted your application, job applications. Now you can see with the standard, and this is where I'm gonna come to say with every package now, this session, I want now, after this session, we have Dr. Mickey here. Uh, she will assist in setting up maybe meetings between Dr. Mickey and Khadija, because I would like to do this one-on-one mentorship sessions, at least one session with everyone, whether you are on the premium or the standard, or even currently the old one, it doesn't matter. I just want to sit one-on-one with you. This, I want us to close some gaps, and I know I will learn also a lot from you guys. You guys, I just want also when we do the sessions, people to be open, to be honest, and say, this is what I don't like about KaribaWorld. This is what I like about KaribaWorld. This is how I think you can improve KaribaWorld. That's the energy I want. I want people to be honest. I know maybe I'm a bit ugly. Sometimes people are scared to be honest with me. I can also, close my face and all this. I don't know. We can do that. Or I can have someone interview you. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the next one. In terms of CV reviews and mentorship packages, we said less than 5 years of experience, and I'll tell you why we do this. Why we do this, even now, we have the CVs. Someone's CV is 11 pages. Another one was 16 pages. And then I say, 16 pages, this one should be, can go and write a Bible. I think this one can write a Bible. That one, even the CV is on my screen, but it was too heavy for my screen. My screen, I could feel one side is going flat. But anyway, I said, okay, less than 5 years of experience, I think, because previously we had unemployed and then we had employed. So now we made some adjustments. This is all tertiary students, by the way, saying, Kariba, remember, whether a person can be unemployed but had 20 years of experience, their CV is like a Bible. So rather say less than 5 years experience, more than 5 years experience, and even later, maybe extend, maybe say less than 5 years, and then in between, say 5 to 15 years experience, then you go 15 years and above. Because, experience when you're reviewing a CV plays a huge role. When I do the CV review, even my head, sometimes it's like exploding. Today, I was reviewing another CV. I don't know. I'm already exploding. But let's go to the next one. You guys, I'm going to give you a chance to ask questions. I just want to rock and roll. Here, I just thought, how about maybe I just put some tips, 3 tips, tip 1, tip 2, and tip 3 in terms of mentorship. Number 1 is around studies. This is something that I have picked up for a very long time, reviewing CVs. I've been reviewing CVs for a very long time. Only now I'm doing it official with this project, KaribaWorld Group. I'm doing it officially. And every day I review a CV, I learn something new. Every single day, I'm learning something. So I said, let me just put something together. In terms of studies, I said, I need to encourage my mentees to diversify their studies. By diversifying studies, I mean, I'm going to give maybe an example. Let's say a person is an electrical engineer or is a mechanical engineer. I see a lot of people is now the guy is mechanical engineer. Then he goes, he studies for a master's degree in mechanical engineering. Then he goes, he studies, some other technical courses still in line with mechanical engineering. For me, I feel a person doing that, you are restricting yourself too much. I will tell you this because now when you go to look for a job, you are just a pure technical mechanical engineer. No financial backup in financial studies or project management. I know project management is quite common nowadays, but this is what I have realized to say, like even myself, originally, I have a BSc mechanical engineering. Since I completed my university studies, I had told myself, I had friends, some of my friends went to other universities, University of Stellenbosch, Johannesburg, they went to study for a master's degree. Another one even went to UK for doctorate in mechanical engineering. And for me, at the time, I loved money. I said, I finished my BSc degree, I'm going to work. I don't want to study. I want experience because experience, I think, will get me far. Then what happens? 8, 10 years down the line, for me, I'm highly marketable. Why? Because as a BSc mechanical engineer, I then went out, I was studying short courses, project management, even other electrical engineering courses, civil, structural, even doing AutoCAD drawing, SolidWorks. So even in line with draftsperson, I could apply for a job as a draftsperson. Even when I was working, then I worked for petrochemical, then I went to steel fabrication, and I was also in the workshop. I became a fabrication engineer. So now I was becoming quite flexible. Then I was in a design environment. So this is the diversity I'm talking about. 10 years, 8 years, 10 years down the line, my one friend has got a master's degree, another one with a PhD. And then both of them, they lose their jobs. They start applying for jobs, they can't find jobs. They say, no, you're overqualified. For me, I still have a BSc degree and I have expanded my knowledge in terms of diversifying here. So when they look at my CV, they say, Kariba is not just a mechanical engineer. He's been in underground mining, open casting. Even has got short courses on electrical engineering, electronics, instrumentation, hydraulic system, pneumatic system, like practical stuff, certificates that I could produce hardcore. And when they ask me questions, I know everything, even from civil, from steel fabrication, AutoCAD, being a draftsperson. Then I always find a job. And what happens? I always get the highest salary because I have diversified my portfolio here. Just like when you're going to do your investments, they always say diversify your portfolio. Don't have your eggs in one basket. You don't want to invest, for example, in the South African rand only. You take your millions to invest in South African rand only. Then anything happens to South Africa, all your money is gone. You want to put a portion in South Africa, a portion in the UK, some in India, some in Nigeria, so that you have that cushioning. So this is exactly the same with your studies. And also ask yourself, do you want to study for a promotion, for a new job? Maybe you want to relocate to say, let me study so I can improve my chances of getting a new job, or just for yourself to start a business. This I always advise people when you want to go, or whether studying online or whatever, ask yourself these questions first, because I'll get to it. I'll tell you because you know which is my last point here, to say, I'm going to just jump here, to say your post-studies, make sure they benefit you first. When you ask yourself these questions, they must benefit you first and your employer second. Always put yourself first. Let's say I go and study for a course, PMP, Project Management Professional. A lot of people, I see them studying for PMP, but they study it because of their employer. They say, here at work, I'm going to do things differently and this and that or whatever. For me, it's not only to say this PMP will lend me a better job. No, I don't even think about better job. When I study the PMP, I say, how will this PMP benefit me? How will it benefit me personally? Because I want to develop myself. Personal development. How will this PMP benefit myself in my household? How will it benefit me, how I interact with my wife? How will it benefit me, how I interact with my children? How will this PMP benefit me to run my finances or manage my finances better? That's what I always look at before I think about the job. And it always works. Now, When you diversify your studies, you are even flexible when job searching. As I said before, for me, because uh, even way back when I was still high school, I was already diesel mechanic. I could also, do a whole lot of work on petrol engines. I was a welder. I did so many things, even gardening, even, taking care of pigs and cattle and everything. I'm a very good shepherd, by the way. And I knew that for me, even if one day things go wrong, I lose every penny from my pocket. There's one thing that no one can take from me: my knowledge, because I've learned so many things in my life, things that even now, if I was to leave here empty handed, I will go back, I will not look for a job, I will start something. Even now, with this KaribaWorld program, I've learned every time I'm learning something new. I do video editing, and I do now the CV reviews, and every time I do another CV, I'm becoming smart. So it means now I can go and do things on my own. I can mentor. And now I'm talking to you, I'm becoming smarter, by the way. So I'm I'm mentoring myself first before I mentor you. And yes, improves the chances of landing a job faster. This is very important. And I'm gonna come to this one, you'll see. Now, tip number 2, CV, or some people, my wife always say, I say resume. She says, no, I should say resume. I'm from Limpopo. I'm from a rural area. We don't call things a resume. I just say resume. That's how I roll. Now, let's roll. I encourage my mentors to get a professional CV review. Some people say, nah, Kariba, because if we do the CV review, then you get money. Guys, you saw the money and how much we charging. It's nothing. I'm telling you, it's nothing. You must see how much they're charging CV reviews out there. You know, uh, I once paid 6,000 rands, South African rands. That is like 300 US dollars for my CV to be reviewed. It was a company in the UK. I think Naka also know them, because when I submitted, I said, okay, you can also try them. But that CV, it came back. I made so many editing changes, and I said, I wasted my money here. But I just wanted to see, like, what I'm doing. Why are these people charging so much? I said, let me try and see what's going to happen. And I found that I think I can do much better than them. And if I can do better than them and charge a fraction, because for me, number one is not about the money. For me, number one is to help someone out there who really wants a professional resume to be done for them so they can start applying for jobs. Because I will tell you what happens. A lot of the CVs, not even the ones I looked at only now, a lot of the CVs over the years, even when I was doing interviews for, when I was in extractor chrome and tubers, ferrochrome, all those mining, I interviewed a whole lot of young engineers, technicians, and this. And then you look at the CV, people have so much wealth of experience, but the way it's put together on the CV, it's unclear. If you are not an engineer, if let's say, because I was interviewing engineers, if an ordinary HR or human resource person will come, look at the CV, they will say, no, this person, they don't know anything what they're doing. We don't need this. They don't have the correct experience or the proper experience. But me, because I'm an engineer, I can dig into the CV and sort of find, oh, okay, this person, this is the experience. But the way they present it in their CV, someone will just say this is junk, because the experience is there, but it needs someone with much more experience to dig it out, to extract it from the resume. And a lot of people, they find I'm applying for a job, but I'm not finding a job. I've been applying so many years, no job. Why? Only because your CV. I said to someone earlier that, like now, why is it, I'll give this time an example, a gentleman. When a gentleman says, okay, I'm going on a date with this young lady, potential wife, they will take shower, polish themselves, wear very nice, spray cologne and everything. Then they go take out the lady for a date. Yeah? They want to propose. Because you want to be presentable, your best presentation. But then a person comes, they submit their CV, it has never been even reviewed by a professional person. They take their CV, they send it to the United States. The person is in somewhere in Africa, is sending a CV to the United States, applying for a job in the United States. Remember that resume, when it lands in the United States, that resume now is representing you. But is it representing the true you? This is what you should ask. Because that CV, why when you go on a date, you polish yourself, you spray yourself with cologne, and now your CV is naked, you don't even buy a suit for your CV, you don't even spray cologne on your CV. Your CV, when it gets there, you are sitting here, wherever in your apartment, you're looking very nice, you are a doctor, a accountant, whatever, well represented. But your CV is somewhere in the UK, in Qatar, it's naked. It's the opposite of you. Why you do this to your career? And if only you knew maybe that day that CV was on a very, powerful CEO's desk, if it was just well put together, you could have landed that job, immigrate to another country, get a bigger salary, move with your family, and everything in your life changes. But then you just said, I don't need a CV review. I'll just send this one. Now, is your CV structure well presented and easy to follow? Ask yourself, do you have reliable references? Most people, they're not putting references. I don't know. I think maybe because, I've been out of Africa for more than 10 years now, a decade now. I see people, they just say references on request. I think it's on request. Yeah, I'm not an English guy, but I think I remember on request. And I think it's quite common. For me, when someone puts their references on request, I feel like they are hiding something. Why you want me to ask you first for reference? If you don't have anything to hide, it's like, you are a gentleman, you are with your wife says, can I see your phone? And then you say, no, 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 no. No, you'll see it tomorrow, you can't see it now. Then they start suspecting something fishy on the phone. But if you even have your phone on the table there, when it's ringing, you don't have a problem. They say, okay, this person does not have anything to hide. They will not even search it, you see. They will not even search it. Like for me, my wife is here, always my phone, I just even put it on her lap. Then she says, okay, this cell phone is very clean, I don't need to search. Even if I have a gold mine inside that phone, I'll just, because I know, then she says, this one has nothing to hide. So when we ask your references, you say, on request, we are thinking, okay, why? He still wants to go contact an uncle and make an uncle a reference or what? No, and when you're applying, especially overseas, people don't have time to ask you for references. If the references are there, okay, they might not even ask, or they might say, okay, let's just call to confirm. But 90% of the time, they don't even call a reference. And when you have your reference, I will come to it. Make sure your contact details, especially the email, make sure the email is there of your reference and the contact telephone number, include the country code. People need to understand. That's why this mentorship is very crucial, because when you just put a number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, what, if you're in South Africa, 0, 1, 2 is Pretoria. But people are not aware that in Saudi, you can have 0, 1, 2, whatever. Same number as you find in South Africa, you can find in Saudi, you can find in the United States, you can find in Canada. The only thing differentiating one country to another is the country code. So for South Africa, always make sure you have the +27. +27 is the country code. For Saudi, +966. This is very important, because even if you do not highlight which country you are from, but people can just look at the phone number with the country code, then they know where you are coming from. Now, do you have reliable references, which is this one I just mentioned here? Are your references familiar with the content of your CV? Very important. Don't just take anyone because they are your boss or they are ex-boss and put them as a reference. When you have your CV, before you select a reference, you say, my boss, you need to tell them, my boss, you know what? I'm on the job market. I'm just going to share my CV with you so that you can just browse through, whatever. You don't have to know the details. Just browse through, just for the section where I was working with you. Because what happens, sometimes you put your ex-boss as a reference, and your ex-boss is from 15 years ago. They forgot that, who is Kariba? Oh, Kariba, the one with the big head. Oh, then that time, there's a call from Dubai. Someone is on the call from Dubai. They want to give Kariba a job. They want only to confirm the references. To say, reference, did Kariba work with you? Did they work at this place? How is Kariba? And then that ex-boss of mine is still holding, say, which one is Kariba now? Then this one will say, oh no, this reference is not reliable. This CV client, no, we're gonna drop this CV. Then you lose a big contract. You lose it one time just because your reference does not remember it. Now, and you need to keep updating your references because they will change. Very important here are your job titles accepted or known globally. People, this is why we need the mentorship, because I have noticed that when you are in your own country, sometimes job titles, they can be just for your own country. Once you leave your country, they're different. I'll tell you what happens. Even I've seen, especially state-owned companies or state-owned entities, their job titles are different to even the corporate world within the same country. You'll find someone at ESCOM, they call them clerk of something. Clerk of what? Clerk of? Oh, clerk of work. Yeah, my other friend, I was reviewing his CV. Clerk of work. But this person is a BSc degree electrical engineer. Now, I ask myself, what is clerk of work? Clerk of work or something. For me, clerk, I'm thinking administrator, receptionist, old style, clerk. That's what I'm thinking. Now, clerk of works. And when you apply for an international job, you say clerk of works. They don't know what is clerk of works. Even if you Google clerk, is like a receptionist. But that time, this person is a electrical engineer with 18 years of experience. So we need to be very careful. That is why this mentorship now comes into play here. And the professional CV review also plays a big role here, because once you go global, you can't just be using your local job titles. You cannot, because it's completely different. Like there was also one of our clients, they were using something secretary receivers of revenue, something secretary. But when I go through their key responsibilities, this person is like an accountant. Then I go back to the qualifications. There it is. He's got a degree in accounting. And oh, they are working at the receiver of revenue. This person is an accountant, but the job title is talking about something like secretary or whatever level. So these things we need to be careful because you can lose a big job title for something small like that. One more thing maybe I can add to this is I've noticed this mostly with our African brothers, sisters. Guys, most of you, you like undermining yourselves and you have a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge, and you like downgrading your job titles. Don't do it. If you want to live like a king, start being a king today or a queen today. Your job title, put it there. Put it there. I'm a project manager. I'm a what, I'm a whatever. But obviously, your responsibilities now, when you go global, I'm going to come to, there's a slight twist to it. It will be in the next slide. Some of you might say I'm contradicting myself, but I'm not. There's a slight twist. But if you are a project manager, put it there. Don't doubt yourself and say, I'm a clerk of programs or something. No. The other thing is why we need this mentorship and even preparation for interviews. The next question, have you researched the country or company you would like to work for? Country, immigration processes, the culture, the weather, working hours. I'm just putting all of this remote work. Myself, when I came to Saudi Arabia, I was blessed because I did not even apply. I just got the job. God, I think God loved me too much. God just said, no, this one I'm just kicking for you. Take it, Karim. And I took it. I did not even know anything about Saudi Arabia. I didn't care. Even if I came here, there was ice, there was snow. Who cares? I came to Saudi Arabia, I just wanted to come in. So I'm telling you now, I did not do any research. I just said I will see it when I get, because this one God gave me, I did not apply, I did not do anything. So God will make a plan for me even when I get there. And I came here and God made a plan for me. Now, today it's raining, sometimes it's hot. I don't have a problem, I'm relaxed. So, tip number 3, when applying for jobs, this one also, someone will say, Kariba, he just wants us to subscribe to this premium package. Premium package in this case, this one. And guys, this is, as I said, whatever you pay, it starts from 3 months. This one. Access to international jobs, mentorship session. We apply jobs for you. So, I'll tell you the advantage of this package. For me, I love this package. This premium package is talking my language, and I'll tell you why. Because now, when you apply for the job yourself on your own, and this is also going to be my next point, but you guys, in the next few weeks, you might see over time the website, slight changes, the layout and all this, because we are upgrading it. We have a new team out in Greece and Germany. They are upgrading, busy doing background upgrades to the website. Even earlier, I was approving a whole lot of, package. They package them. So I'm busy approving. They have like a pilot website upload. Then one time when they are done, they will bring it here. So what is happening now with this website? I have asked them, Mr. Chris, yes, I will come to you afterwards. Let me just finish so that then we'll do the questions one time. Because now I've also noticed, this is one thing, when you do filter the jobs, the filter filtering of the jobs is not efficient. Why? Because the website, I had it designed in Dubai by one team. The jobs are from another different company based in Greece and Germany. So this is two different people. So now when they did the integration, I felt like the integration was not done efficiently. So now I said, okay, I saw that these ones in Greece, they are very smart. These ones, they are very smart. So I called them. I said, I think I need you guys to take over the website, upgrade it. And I told them exactly what I want. So that's what they are doing now. And tomorrow we have again another meeting. They're going to update all of us, myself, and I invited some of the IT guys. So we can see up to now if we're happy with this and that. So even the filtering of the jobs, I hope they really sort it out. It's not filtering the way smoothly the way I want it, but it's wet. It works. However, when we apply for jobs for you, because remember, these are live jobs. You'll see some of the jobs, they will even show that these are expired jobs when you get to them. And this I want. I told them I want jobs that are live. I want jobs that are active. I don't want to be like other platforms. I'm busy. People are applying, but these jobs already expired 100 years ago. No, I don't want to do things like this. So every hour, this program is going refreshing every hour. When jobs expire, I had told them I don't want, if a job had expired, I don't want it on the website for more than 3 days. I have not checked if they are being removed. I saw some expire. I said 100, I want to see expired jobs, but I don't want them too long in the website. They need to go. And even today, I spent time, I took already one guy who's applying full time for jobs for premium members. And we had a training session earlier and Khadija. And then I went into Aramco jobs because Aramco jobs will reflect the truth. Then I said, okay, on our website, this job says these jobs are active. So then I go in, it takes me to Saudi Aramco website. When we got in there, it says apply before March 16. I said, okay, so it's active. If it's reflecting like this on the original website, and even with us, it's up since a week ago, then I'm happy. So what I'm going to ask is each and every one of you, whether in your own space, you're going through the website to see this job is expired, but it's not saying, there's no highlight that it's actually expired. I need to know because I'm paying these people a lot of money for this program to go search jobs all over the world and to make sure that the jobs are not fake. I don't want fake jobs. Okay, now I'm running out of time. Now, yes, in terms of trade, now when you are on this package, for starters, we can even spend time with you and take you through how to apply for the jobs efficiently. Because now this is what I've been doing to train the people now, which is Khadija and the one guy, Mujalefa, applying for the jobs full time for you while you go and play golf. So the job filtration, because sometimes you need to use different job titles, which goes back to what I was saying earlier. Job titles, very important. So you need to play around with the job titles sometimes to find something that you really want. Like earlier, we're applying for DERSI. Then my wife is applying job for DERSI. DERSI is a health safety environmental manager. But when you go there, Saudi Arabia, there's no HSE manager. Then I said, okay, search under safety, just go safety. Then we find a lot of jobs under safety, listed safety manager. When you go through the key responsibilities, they match exactly what my friend Dercio is looking for. Then we start applying for him in Saudi Arabia. So that's how you need to do it. Now, the one thing that we have noticed, because when we apply for you, because this is now something new, but when we apply for the jobs for the all of you premium package members, we're currently using a jobs at KaribaWorld email. But the challenge is some of the sites, like as I said, Saudi Arabia, they are very strict. I cannot use uh, the same logons to apply for different people, which is very good. They make sure things are well. So I have said to my team, I said, what we need to do, starting from this evening, let's create email addresses. Because if I'm going to send you premium members emails to share the information again, you're going to take 100 years. I'm going to create these email addresses. Let's say for Hamoud, because he was number top on the list. All I do, if your name is Hamoud, then I will just say hamoudjobs@gmail.com or at yahoo.com, whichever one. Then we just create a very basic password, and this we share with you. If you are Hamoud, we create this, we share with you. We apply all the job sites using this email. This is you. So on our Excel sheet, we'll have the other one, it will be there'syourjobs@gmail.com. This is only for applying for jobs, because we have this challenge that we cannot use the same email to apply for different people. Now, those who have subscribed to our CV review, you guys have been receiving this checklist. Why I'm showing you this? Because we're scoring your original CV against all of this. And someone might even add other things. This is just for us, our minimum, pass whatever checklist. Then we plug comments here. But when we share this with the people, like if we score you 0 on cover letter, we don't necessarily mean that you must your cover letter. No, we're just giving you the score. Usually the information that we may require is your references. Share this with us. We cannot guess, maybe computer literacy, whatever, or even just achievements, because some people, they don't have that. So what I have been doing even lately, because of, the back and forth emails, some people not responding on time, then I just go, I create my own assignments, achievements, projects for the person on the CV. And then when we share the CV with them, we say, please, we have plugged in these projects based on your experience and your location of work and all this. Go and edit, because I'm putting all of that as a guidance to make it easy for you, including computer literacy, references. What I've been doing, I just say, please mention at least 3 references and add this information. Now, I think this is the last one. I wanted to show you this. This came from today's session, from today's session. This is not all the premium members. I just filtered because Mujalefa, our guy, had sent emails to all premium members requesting top 3 countries you would like us to apply jobs for you. Less than 30% of our premium members responded. And then I asked myself, so these people, they are premium members, but they are not responding to such an important, discussion. They paid premium $5 per month because they want to go overseas, but now they are not responding to this information that might take them to the next level. And this goes back to say, guys, make sure your contact details are actually waiting and you are able to check it on time. Some of them, we even now I said, okay, let's send WhatsApp. Maybe WhatsApp, they will look at it. But it's disappointing that they are not responding. And we are doing this for them. And they paid for this service. How can you pay for such a service, but you are not sharing this information? And we want to apply to help you. Maybe tomorrow you might find a job in Dubai or in Kuwait or wherever. So basically what is happening is you'll have our friend Poshia here. I think I saw Joseph Steen. I think I saw Joseph Steen. Is Dr. Joseph here? Joseph responded. He said, okay, I want country number one, Saudi Arabia, Middle East, Africa, Europe. This is how he puts it. And I like it this way because when you say Middle East, you include UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, or whatever. Some are specific, no problem. So this one is quite flexible. And country one here, this representation might change in future because this is only starting. And for me, it's about improving every day. It's not about getting it right the first time. We learn along the way, we improve it. So for Middle East, we applied 6 jobs for him this week alone. And I think we can still do better. The thing is, we had a challenge, as I said, with this email address, which now, once we can sort it, someone like seeing as a drafts person, there's too many jobs, especially Saudi Arabia and UAE. Too many jobs for Mr. Singh. We had the challenge with this email address. So we already this week alone, we applied 6 jobs for you in Middle East, Africa, nothing yet, but Europe, we also applied 4. So it shows you we applied 10 jobs for you this week because of this email address challenge, which we want to sort out. I think this we will really pick it up. And what is going to happen now, from today, then I remembered, I said to our guy, let's also add the name of the companies that you are here. If you say 10, you applied for 10 jobs, let's give him the names of the companies so that maybe bi-weekly we can say now, Mr. Seeing or Dercio or whoever, these are the jobs you applied for you. In Middle East, you can see 6 jobs. Africa, not yet. Europe, this how many jobs, and these are the companies. At least, you guys can also give us advice moving forward to say, we think we can improve your spreadsheet like this. For now, we're just starting. It's not, as I say, it's not about perfection. It's about improving every day. So we can see we have Langa, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman. Okay, Saudi Arabia, 5 jobs. UAE, 1. Oman, 1. And Mr. Langa, I think also there's a lot of job opportunities that we picked up. But he was also one of those. We applied at Aramco. It blocked us. We had to just try a different way to access, and then we were able to apply. But I want to do it better. Now, guys, question and answers. You can ask me anything. You need to go back to the one slide that we spoke about. The one thing I'm going to say to you, just as a reminder, I want to do this one-on-one mentorship. I think it will be really good to get to really know you, and it will also support you, as an individual. I think, Mr. Chris, your hand was up. Then I see Mr. Langa. So we can do Chris, then after Chris, it will be Langa.
Thank you, Dr. Kariba. For me, it's just that you mentioned 2 important things right at the beginning. I think it was the first slide where you spoke about that reconfiguration of how the page is going to work, as opposed to how it was written. Yeah, that edition. Go back one up, the introduction.
Yes.
Yeah, where you mentioned that you got a lot of feedback from young people,
Yes.
guiding to put these international jobs and CV reviews first, because they had a bit of an idea about what mentorship is. And
Yes.
after presentation that you gave today, I'm also realizing I just learned a lot more than I thought I knew about mentorship. And I was thinking, is it possible for you to make maybe a video to explaining to people what mentorship is? I know right now Kariba wants to focus on, what is working right now, developing into the other services. But is it possible to educate not just the young people? I'm sure even a lot of older people, they have an old view of what mentorship is. And I think it's a very important, not just service, but aspect of a person's education and career life to have those kind of mentorship along the way. So yeah, thank you for that. For me, I've actually learned a lot today, and I'm hoping you do a video that educates people about mentorship and the importance of it. Thank you.
No, thank you. We'll make a note. I think I fully concur. I agree with you. We need to do that because a lot of our people, they don't know what mentorship is all about. People, all they want, as I said, they say, no, I want money. Don't tell me about something. I just want money now because why? People are impatient. That's why they don't want mentorship. They're impatient. I think next is Mr. Langa. After Mr. Langa, I saw Mr. Simon. Simon's hand was up. Yeah, Simon, it will be you. It will be Langa now. Then it will be Mr. Simon. Yes, Mr. Langa.
Okay, good evening, Kariba. I
Good
have
night,
two
brother.
questions that I need to ask. In terms of the job title, I find it difficult to maneuver. Like, I'm glad that you were able to apply for me about 7 jobs when I was looking at
Yes.
your spreadsheet. But if I'm doing it independently, I find it difficult to be able to match, as you have said that, for example, South African job title are different from the international job title. So how can
Yes.
we
Yes.
get it in terms of how can we able to do it
To get
independently from our side? And then the second
okay.
question would be in terms of qualifications.
Yes.
I think there was an email this week or last week
Yes.
whereby
Yes.
we are requesting that we can submit. So, for example, the qualification will be, for example, the matric certificate up to either you have gone through the honors or masters or even PhD. So, do we submit all those qualifications, or do we only submit the latest qualifications? What qualification do you want?
Okay. Number one, I like your question when you're asking about this one with the job titles. As I said, from the CV reviews, it's always a challenge. But for me, because having been out there from South Africa and in the mining space and steel works and all that, I know when I look at the duties that okay, whatever title you put there, I can sort of now go and match it in my mind to say the proper title is this one. Like today, I was doing another CV review for another gentleman. I kept updating him to say, no, this job title, it does not, it's not suitable, does not go in hand with your duties. We need to look at it. And this is usually ESCOM, because that's why I say state-owned companies. That's where sometimes we have this challenge with the job titles. It's completely different. And this might make you even go through the website, you start searching for jobs, you will be saying, why am I not finding any jobs on the sites? But because the job title you are using does not align with, general job titles, I mean, in the global market. But number two, in terms of looking for jobs to support, I will say when we do the one-on-one mentorship, I can include that to take you through the website because this needs to be specific now to like you yourself. your job title because obviously it will not be the same as other people. Then I say, okay, when we do this, because anyway things are online, then I take you through the website and then I show you examples, just like we were doing with Mujale Find Them. And then we do the same so that you can also take over on your own.
Qualifications.
Okay, qualifications. That was the next one. Yes. Qualifications. My brother, let me say this. Let me say, I'm going to be frank with you. What I said earlier when I said my other friends, the one master's degree, the one PhD. And then there came a time things were bad, unemployed. But they have the experience, they have just higher qualifications. But me, because I'm just on the level and I'm quite diverse. So what happens? The flexibility is there and the job market welcomes me because I'm just on the correct mark. But now, when you apply, it depends what job are you applying for. If you're applying for, like I'm just saying, as an engineer, you're applying for an engineering job, just only share. We don't need metric. You're already an engineer. We don't need metric. So submit your engineering qualifications. If you have maybe project management, submit. If you are someone with a PhD, I will say you're applying for a normal engineering job, don't submit. Because no matter, even if your experience is top notch, they will say, no, this guy is overqualified. He will come here and one day he will take our jobs. And which brings me just to add one more with the job titles. If your job, you are in, for example, in South Africa, you are a project manager. I can tell you now, don't use the same job title, project manager, to apply for jobs, like, for example, Middle East or even other countries, because nowadays jobs are a bit scarce. So it is not easy for someone from another country to go to a different country and just take over a higher position. I can tell you, chances are, it will not happen, not easy. So you need to downgrade yourself a little bit. But I'll tell you something also. It does not mean if your job title is just project engineer or just engineer, it means your salary is going to be less. No. Out here, things are different. You can come to Saudi as just a normal project engineer and earn more than a CEO of ESCO. So it's not about job titles. No, we don't care about job titles. We are just engineers, all of us. Everyone is an engineer, but you go back home, your salary is way more than a CEO of ESCOM. So here in countries like even in South Africa, sometimes they give you this very high job title, but the salary is low. And then they pump you with responsibilities. And then a person is happy that I'm the general manager, but your salary is not talking to a general manager position. They just give you this shining title, your salary is low, but your responsibilities, you are always sweating. So you come to Saudi, you go to Dubai, you go to Oman, you're just an engineer, but then your pockets are overloaded. So which one do you want? You want the job title or you want the money? Okay, I saw Mr. Simon Subisi, then it will be Mr. Malu Singel.
Okay, Mr. Kariba and everyone, good evening. Thank you very much.
Good morning, brother.
Oh, good morning. Sorry. Okay. No, I'm very grateful for this opportunity to listen to your presentation. So for my question, I wanted to ask for me, what about these young professionals who haven't really entered the job market, but they've had the opportunity to study further and they don't have relevant work experience? So I can give an example of myself. I have a postgraduate degree I studied agribusiness and agri-economics. So what advice would you give me in terms of my job search or in terms of a career? Thank you.
Yeah. I think I do remember your resume, because you graduated in this agriculture something, eh? It was even
Agriculture
something new for me.
economics. Agriculture
Economics.
economics. Yes.
But the job you are working is not related to that, eh?
Yes, yes,
If
yes.
I remember.
Yes,
Yes, if
sir.
I remember correctly, it's not related to what you actually studied. This,
Yes.
my brother, I cannot just give you an answer now to say what I advise you specifically, but what I can say under general is that, I always tell people when even one of the students, tertiary student, that we assisting, I was saying to the young lady to say, now she's studying, I'm going to give you an example. She's studying environmental, what is it? Environmental something, science, environmental science or whatever. And then I say to her, you see, now you are in year 2. You need to start looking for opportunities, not jobs, opportunities related to what you are studying. They don't have to pay you anything. You need to be clear. They don't have to pay you anything just for you to get the experience. And if you don't get that experience or that exposure, now we have YouTube. Go on YouTube, watch whatever you watch on YouTube. 80% make sure it's related to what you are studying. So that even the time you complete, you graduate, you are smarter than someone who has been doing the job for the past 5 years. That's how it must be. So when you say, like, even in your case, you are blessed, you have a job, and your job, I know you're quite stable, but it is not the job in line with what you studied. For me, I will say, for starters, start. I know it might be difficult. Number one, obviously, start, looking for a job in line with what you studied, but you must be prepared to take far less salary if they make you that offer. Far less salary. This now
Sure.
I'm talking if you're in South Africa. However, if you want to use that, which I have not looked for those jobs for agri, whatever thing, we can do this on one-on-one mentorship. We go through the website, we check. Where when we do this, there might be jobs overseas related to what you studied. But obviously, when they take you in, if they do, again, less money. But at least you have your leg in your profession. And then you want to start working from the ground up. Because I do remember your qualifications were quite smart. But I don't have all the answers now. I don't have all the answers now. It's better when we are on a one-on-one, I'm just focusing on you. First, we start with the job searches because, as I say, for me, the job searches, when we do the job search, you might find there's plenty job opportunities in your line because I've seen a lot of job opportunities with zero experience overseas on the way on our jobs here. I came across a whole lot of them. But it's better when it's just me and you. We go through it step by step. And I think you were on the basic package, eh? And we supported you because you subscribed for the whole year. Thank you for that, my brother. You believe in
You're
us.
welcome, sir.
I
You're
think I
welcome.
think I think, brother, let's rather do this. Let's rather do it one-on-one. I don't want to just say things and then
Of course, of
because
course.
I'm
I don't
not
want to take anyone's
100% sure.
time.
It's a good question. It's a good question, but I'd rather do it one-on-one with you. We go through the job search. I take you through, just like the same question Langa asked. Then we go through the job search, and then we can come up with ideas to see how because there's plenty jobs there. And sometimes, even under your agri, there might be, other diverse with your same qualifications, you might still be able to apply for them. But outside your work and everything, me, as I said, to advise to my other students, whatever you do, because sometimes people, they're just watching, they consume a lot of content in social media, they consume all this content on YouTube. I'd rather consume something that is going to make me a better person tomorrow or align with my career, improve like you with your agri. Let's start looking at content that is in line with what you study. Already you are gaining experience, not physically, but a whole lot of knowledge. Tomorrow you get an interview, you are well prepared. Is that okay for now?
It's good, Mr. Kariba. I just wanted to let you know that I have been taking a lot of courses on statistical analysis because that's kind of what my career entails, especially being an economist, going through a lot of statistical analysis.
Yeah, you see, that information now is very important, and I would have loved it if you gave me that information in the beginning, because now it changes things. It
Okay,
changes
sorry.
everything. Yeah, it changes everything. It puts you even, on a better, package. But let's rather do this one-on-one so we don't take too much time. And
Yes,
even
sir.
me,
Yes, thank you.
yeah, I can think more about it because I don't have all the answers. Even me, I'm learning. That's why I say I love mentorship, because I also become smarter every time I mentor. Now I just became smarter with what you told me. I need to think. I need to sleep, drink some water, dream about it. Tomorrow I'll be even smart. Okay, let's go. I don't remember who's the next one, but I see.
It's Malu.
Oh, yes, yes. Yes,
Good day, everyone. Thank you,
yes,
Chair, for the
Baba.
opportunity.
Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
just for the context, I am from ESCOM, and
Yes.
I'm the one who had the job title as a clerk of works.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, yes, yeah. It is a predicament. It's
Yes,
quite a predicament, but then you don't wanna start creating this position for yourself. It's better if you
yes,
just try
yes.
to employ there for.
No, I
Okay,
agree.
okay. For me, just maybe one or two question. I think my first question was gonna be, what advice would you give somebody who's still at varsity? Should they come to Kariba now, or should we wait for them to finish? Or I think you've covered that in brief.
Mm-hmm.
The second question, which is I think is the only question that I'd love to ask for now, is that if I'm on a package, I'm not sure which package am I in, but I know I'm not in a
Oh,
premium. If
yeah,
I
no,
want to change,
yeah,
if
yes.
I
I
want to
think
change between
you're
the
on the
packages,
other standard one. Yes,
No,
yeah.
it is on the break.
You're on the premium. Yes, you're on the premium.
oh, okay, okay. No,
You're
I
on
just
the
wanted to.
premium. It had the CV review.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I think I'm just done with the CV review. So,
Yes,
oh, I
yes.
thought I'm not in a premium because I didn't show in that spreadsheet with people that have been applying for. So I wanted
No,
to know if you
did
wanna
you
change.
share your information? No, no,
No, no,
no, no, no. Remember,
no.
remember, you are only this week. You only came this week, eh?
Yes, yes,
Yes. And when did we give your CV back? I think yesterday.
yes. Yesterday morning.
That's probably why. That's probably why. Because already we are adding you. You should also receive an email that we would like to have your qualification. Why? Because some of the places, like even Aramco, Saudi Aramco, they do the positions we are applying for. They wanted to see just copy of
Okay.
ID and qualification. That's what they ask. So we will even, some of the places where we apply, we combine the cover letter with the CV and your qualifications all in one. But your cover letter and CV, we don't make it PDF. We keep it weight. Why? And this is one thing also I struggle sometimes because you know that when you run your ATS scoring, sometimes depending on the length or how complicated your CV is. If it's PDF, it's even worse. It might not read it correctly. But every time it is a Word document, no problem. And also, this is one of the reasons why our CV will is basic, it's simple. Some people might say we don't like it. We like the partition one with the columns and this and that. That one might be a beauty, but then it will rob your ATS score because most companies now they are using this ATS score for shortlisting. And then your scoring is low. Why? Because you are using a PDF document or you have this column type CV. Because ATS is like a human being, it reads from left to right. So sometimes when it's columns, then now you are forcing it, you're just restricting it sometimes to the far left where it's only skills and this. So it's not seeing some of the information on the resume. I've tried it, I've tested it also, same thing. Okay, but now I know I talked too many things. When you're done with your question.
Yes, one last question. Maybe it's more of, maybe we'll cover it in the one-on-one session, but I'm thinking maybe it will help everyone at large to maybe the guys that are in countries maybe to share their experiences and
Yes.
their review of the country, so that, because for a person like me in general, I never thought I'd want to leave South Africa and go work somewhere else. But
Yes.
now I wanna go, and now I wanna go. I don't even know where I wanna go. I think I get.
Yeah.
I did get a question to say you must give us the 3 countries that
Yes.
you wanna go to.
Oh, okay. Or you
Yeah,
already received the email.
or I think it was on WhatsApp. We were talking on WhatsApp. I don't know. I think
Yes.
I was talking to your wife on WhatsApp.
Yes.
Yeah, giving her, and then she mentioned that you need to choose 3
Top
countries that
3.
you're interested in. And I'm not even sure where I wanna go. I'm not sure what criteria should I use to choose the country. So I'm thinking if somebody can come, maybe just to profile a country a little bit, maybe it can generate interest to someone else, and we can all try to choose from a more informed position. Thank you.
Maybe a good question, because I think number one question you should ask yourself first is if you want to leave South Africa, you need to have reasons why you want to leave. Because if you don't have the reasons why you want to leave South Africa, you might go to another country, maybe Saudi Arabia, and then they have the same problems. Then you are moving from one problem to the next problem. But if you understand to say, okay, South Africa, I want to leave because it's always raining. I don't like this weather. Then you say, okay, which countries can I go to that have less rain? Then you say, okay, Saudi, there's less rain. I think I can go to Saudi. Uh, Canada has less rain. I can go to Canada. You see where I'm going to?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Formulating
Or
some.
if South Africa there's load shedding, you say, I don't want to be in this country where too much load shedding. Now you have a reason. Now then you start Google search. You say other countries that do not have load shedding. Then you start shortlisting. You say Qatar there's no load shedding, so I can go to Qatar.
Do you have load shedding in Saudi?
No, we don't have.
Oh,
We don't like it, by the way. Yeah, we don't like it.
okay. Nobody likes it, but we have it.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, but
thank you very
let
much.
me let me answer also your first question. You asked about students at tertiary, if they should join KaribaWorld now. You know, I will start from high school. I have uh, my daughters. I already done their CVs. I said these are your CVs, and those CVs have too many empty spaces. There was one CV I did for them. They wanted that school to present. Then I did another CV. I said, you see, there's so many empty spaces. So whatever you do every day, look at the CV And you need to ask yourself, what can I add here? All I gave was examples to say, just to guide them. So now that CV, every day they look at it, it motivates them to do whatever it is in line with what they are interested in. The one says, I want to become a doctor. Another one says, I want to become a fashion designer. So already they are tuned psychologically to say, I want to become a doctor. So if I want to really become a good doctor, now when she gets home, she opens her YouTube, whatever the first thing before she will open YouTube, then start to watch this dance things and just go all for show and looking at too many useless things. Now, because she says, I want to become a doctor, I said, yes. So when you go into YouTube, watch anything related to who you want to become. And she says, I'm learning so much every day. I'm becoming smarter, and I even love this more. I know she even knows so much, even the different types of specialists and all of this. So why I'm saying this is even tertiary students, for them, it's even a must. They need to have a CV now. We did one CV for a second-year medical student. And when we did the CV, obviously she's still second year, but she's a tutor. She's a content creator on social media. And when she gave us her CV, which I said, give me your CV, because she wants to collaborate with us. I said, you are still young. You are the age, you are my son's age, so you are my daughter also. So I want to do things right. I'm going to mentor you. First, give me your CV. We review your CV, because everything starts with your CV. Then we review the CV. Ask her questions, review the. When she looked at her CV, she was dancing, going, wow. So this is me, because in her original CV, she did not even have the content creation part. And in her CV, she had student tutor, which applies for high school. But once you're at tertiary, tutor is different. And then I said, but the 2 points you put is not a tutor. Now you are a student mentor. It changes everything. And then we plug in more. And then I said, let's bring your content creation. That must go into your resume, because that content creation, you already have 4,500 subscribers. That's powerful. On a monthly basis, you have more than 75,000 views collectively. That's power at your age. That is power. And let's put it in your CV, because when we have it in your CV now, we want to collaborate with us. Then I hooked her up with my wife. I said, my wife, open her a business, PTY. She needs to register her own business. And then we must help her to have her own, just a website. Now, when she comes to KaribaWorld, we are her first client, official clients. We have a contract. Then she can even go and market with other people, because content creation is marketing. I say, my girl, you don't even know, after 3-4 years, you might, I don't know, I want you to study, but you might now along the way and say, you know what, I'm making so much money, I don't think I want to become a doctor, because some people are starting to become doctors at the end of the 8 years or 9 years or 100 years in our country, they don't have jobs. So are you studying to become a doctor because you love it, you're passionate about it, or you just want to have a job? Because this might turn into something completely different. This is marketing route. And marketing, if you are well structured, you can make so much money. Think about it. Or for now, obviously, keep this as a side hustle. Continue with your studies. That's what we want. But I'm just showing you why they need a CV review even at university. Because that CV, even if it's there, there's too many empty spaces. It gets them up to do good. On Fridays, when they are supposed to go and drink liquor on a weekend, he says, my CV is so empty. And if in the next 3 years I want to be employed as as an accountant, maybe the person is studying accounting, I need to start learning about accountancy. I need to start doing something now. I need to go out and maybe even volunteer at a place, just volunteer for free to say, I want to gain the experience. Can I volunteer? Then whatever experience, you're going to charge it back to your CV. And it doesn't have to be a corporate company. Everyone is thinking corporate. Go to a local shop. Most of the people, they're studying at university. Around them, they are in a city. They've, you know, checkouts, big grocery stores, everything. Go speak to the manager. And when you produce your student card, you say, this is what I'm studying, but I have no experience at all. I just want to assist here in terms of, you know, your bookkeeping, how you do everything. I have my CV. Look, my CV, it has too many empty spaces. I want to fill it with good experience now. I don't want to wait for when I graduate. I want to fill it in now. I can work for you for free. We can have a contract. I will work here for free. I just want the experience. That's what I did when I was at the University of Cape Town. I went to a Checkers. I was working at Checkers, and I had a plan, and it worked. I was mopping the floor, staking. Then I was a driver, and things obviously changed with time. But yes, they need the CV from even high school, and not only the CV. CV comes with mentorship, comes with coaching. It will change the world. Okay, we can have Luolo. I see Luolo. I don't know who else.
No, thanks, Kariba. I think I'm not going to be long in the interest of time. But I
Thank
think, first of all, I would say the session was very insightful. I think everyone who was here benefited from what you said. And also, it's also gives pleasure when we have the clients in the sessions as well, so that they can get like first-hand information, because
Yes.
I mean, they subscribed and they don't know what to
Yes.
expect. But from I think from this session, they got a bit of an idea to say what goes behind the scenes. So I just want to
Yes.
say a few things. I think I support is relevant questions that were asked. We sitting with a lot of people that are confused at this stage. I've been involved in a lot of recruitment processes on the organizations I used to work at. And one
Yeah.
thing that would bother me would be, but obviously I wouldn't share it because it will be like I'm judging a person's CV. But you'll pick
Yeah.
up that the person is studying all over the show. So one
Yes.
minute they did tourism and they can't find a job, they go to finance and they go to that. So that is where I think then the mentorship comes in to actually guide those people in the proper direction. I think Mr. Sebulila, if I'm pronouncing his surname right, he was also
Yes.
is one of the examples. So that's why I think I support Chris's idea to say webinar will actually be very, 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 very good to give those people that information, because we've got a lot of people out there that are lost, and
Yes.
because they are hungry, as you said before, people will go for anything. So
Yes.
it's a very informative session, and I see they corrected me, Sebuliba. Okay, no, thanks for that. So, but what I say, I think it's a very informative session, Kariba. We've got a lot to share, as I said, in the
Thank
interest
you.
of time.
Yeah.
I won't dwell much, but I think you've touched most of the points that I wanted to touch. To say
Yes.
you have to make sacrifices. Sometimes you work in a job that you're not qualified for, and you end
Yes.
up spending 10 years. I've got a friend like that. Then we studied together, but it's in a different field. And I gave him the same two choices. I said, you either go for a low salary so that you can do what you studied, or you stick
Yes.
to what you do. And he stick to what he did because he gave him more money than me. So those are
Yeah.
the lessons that I think the mentorship will come to be of
Yes.
value to our clients, so that you can
Mm.
get first-hand information, and especially the one-on-ones, because you can ask
Yes.
tailor-made questions. And I think
Yes.
Langa also touched on the issues of the titles, because that you also get when you go through your responsibilities of those jobs. Then you find that actually what you've been saying about yourself, you've been downplaying yourself, you've done more than what
Yes.
you actually, and
Way
it
more.
actually
Yes.
changes your job title completely. So yeah, but
Yeah.
in a nutshell, I would say that it's informative. Let's look at see how we can tailor it into get webinar so that we can reach as many people as possible. Thanks.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. And that is why this mentorship is important, starting even from high school. And if we can get the university students, even from first year already, year 1, year 2, year 3, they're already preparing themselves to graduation. It's like you're studying from January to December. You don't want to start studying a month before the exams. Start from month number 1, prepare for month number 11, final exam. So when you enter your university from year 1, a person, they need to be properly guided. And this, I will say this, most of the time, it's with us African people. We don't do these things. You go to Western countries, they do this with their kids. That's why their kids already at the age of 18, they already even have their own startup business. Online is making money. When they go to university, they just earning, highly. They already have their own source of income. They are independent. But we wait for the day we graduate. And even by that time, you don't have a CV. So how could you have improved yourself or uplifted yourself if you didn't know what was lacking or what was wrong with you? That's why I have the CV for my daughters, as I'm giving you an example. When they look at it, it changed everything about them, how they do things. They even got themselves some rabbits. The one said, I want to have a rabbit. If I have to be a daughter, I must start playing around with the rabbit now. Oh, sing, Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh. I saw Mr. Singh, one hand was up. I don't, I think maybe we missed him. Oh, Mr. Singh. I'm looking at him. He's just on mute. Okay, any other questions so that we can close off? I don't want to take too much time for the people because I was calling Mr. Singh.
Yes, hi.
Yes,
Wonderful.
sorry, brother. I think your hand was up for 100 years, but
Sorry,
sorry.
sorry. Evening, everybody. Just some feedback on the job title. I experienced it in 2023 when I went over to Jazan, and
Yes, in Saudi, yes.
yes, we sent out, we received our letter of invites. Okay, we normally piping draftsman, but we had to change our job titles to technical draftsman
Yes.
according to the letter of invite. So you correct
Yeah.
that the job titles do differ in countries.
Completely. And just to add on what you are saying, this is excellent. You just reminded me something. You know, a lot of our guys, even say artisans in South Africa with trade test, over 10 years of experience, some depending on your key responsibilities. When you're coming out overseas, you are no longer an artisan. They call you an engineer. And that's why you look even the jobs overseas, there's no way they say artisan. No, he's a technician or engineer. This is the same thing I asked one person. I said, why is it IT personnel, a person will complete their matriculation today and then go and study for 6 months, some IT short courses. When they finish, they call them IT engineers. But why can't ordinary artisans call them engineers after a couple of years of experience? You go to UK, you tell them I have 10 years experience, I'm an artisan, they laugh at you. They say, no, you are an engineer. There's no artisan, only technician engineer. And then you lose a whole lot of opportunities just because of the job title. Mr. Shabangu, I see your hand is up.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good morning, my brother. And
it's a morning by your side. Okay, sorry. My question is one thing.
You didn't respond to our email, brother. I think we still need your
Yeah, I
picture
can see
and
now
what.
on my emails. I was just reading. As much as I can understand your your
Yes.
content today. That is why I can hear. I was checking all my emails, and then I see, oh, I missed this email, and then I'm just gonna just
Oh, okay.
respond to it. Yeah, because
Okay.
sometimes I just receive some of the emails and then I just bluff it. But now I just when we were talking about it, I went straight to the emails and checked, and then I saw, okay, I
And
made a
then
mistake.
you found it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually,
Yes.
it's regarding to the qualifications. Like now, like me, there are some certificates that I'm still awaiting on. Must I put the result of statement on it?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay,
You can
that
do
was
that.
my question.
And
Yeah.
my advice will be when you put your statement of result, you can just on top there, just write the name of the certification. Just write it because uh, you are not faking it. You actually studied, you have statement of result. You just
Yes.
write the certification name and then maybe below in brackets, awaiting certificate or whatever, waiting for
Oh,
the certificate, something like this.
okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but also with you, all the experience, the qualifications, I will say don't put your metric results. We don't want metric results.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I was talking about the tertiary one. Yeah.
Yes, I know, yes. It
Yes.
just came to my mind because somebody asked earlier.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
And you must review us on Trustpilot. Guys, everyone, please, when we do a CV review, please rate us on Trustpilot. And we will appreciate honest. For me, I'm a truthful guy. I want you to be honest because whether the review is good or bad, I'm hit. Why? If the review is bad, then I want to know where I went wrong. I rather have a bad review from you, one person. Now we just launched less than 2 months ago. We just launched. So if I have a bad review now, I still have time to improve. I don't want to have a bad review when now we have 10 million subscribers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So be honest with the review now because I want to learn, I want to improve. But if it is a good review also, good. I love it because then I say, oh, so here I'm doing well. So it means I need to excel more. I must always improve. I cannot just be one place. I don't want to be like a river that is just parked one place. Everything will die. I want to be in motion. Always I'm on the move. So, guys, please, those who did not share their reviews, don't only share your review, share your honest review. It will help the next person. Uh, any more questions? Mr. Vagaza, I see Mr. Vagaza there. I even looking at the picture, he's standing, he's got a very nice cover there, nice belly there, he's standing like a strong man like Shaka Zulu. Mr. Vagaza.
Yes, Kariba.
You are standing like Shaka Zulu there.
I'm at work, I'm busy working.
You love
But
your job.
I love my job, but I don't like my salary.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have to admit it's a very, very informative session. Yeah,
Thank you, brother.
it's not my first one.
Yes.
After the
No,
first one I've seen, I say, hey, I can't miss it. I can't miss
yes.
another one. I keep
Thank you.
learning and keep learning. And I
Yeah,
thought,
we must keep learning every day.
yeah,
And for me, I love this program because I get to meet, good people like you. Even when you're talking, I can hear your voice is from heaven, brother. Is your voice from heaven?
Ish. I have hope. I have hope. I have hope. Hey, I'm
Yeah.
gonna meet you there in Saudi Arabia one day.
Yes, let's do this one-on-one sessions. We'll plan
Yeah.
it. We'll have the schedule sorted out. Give us
Mm,
until tomorrow or latest Saturday.
mm,
We'll have the
mm.
schedule out, and then I would love to talk to you guys one-on-one. I might just bring two other people so that sometimes it helps. Maybe I might forget an answer or question, and then I have the next person also. Because even us, remember, as we say, our core is mentorship and coaching. So even internally, our team, we are mentoring one another, we are coaching one another, we are learning every day. from one another. So I always bring, 2, 3 people, we sit with you. And it's not just about asking you questions, because even the people I bring, they might also have questions for me.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Just one thing. I think I should be doing more, because you guys have been send me an email like 4 days ago, so that I should
Yes.
send my stuff. And I was just wondering, instead of sending my ID, South African ID, can I do my passport instead, since we're applying for international? I don't know if
It
it's gonna
doesn't
be
really
helpful.
matter. It doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
It doesn't really matter. Just a copy, because not every place, not everywhere we are applying, they need this. No, we only had this thing once with Saudi Aramco, and even for me, it was first time I see. When my guy was telling me, I did not believe it. Then I saw it. They said, "Oh, upload copy of your qualifications and ID." So I don't know, maybe something I have not looked. But most of the places, they don't even ask for such things.
Okay, no, thank you,
Yeah, they don't
I'm
even
covered.
ask for it.
Now I'm covered from my side. Thank you
Yes.
very much.
Okay. But how was your CV? Did you leave
Get the review. I even
yeah,
rated and even wrote my honest opinion about it. The
I
way
did not see, brother. Why I did not see? Did you see?
uh,
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes, my wife,
No,
she
it's
says we
there.
saw. So yeah, they say it's there. Okay, so it's
yeah,
me. Maybe I'm approaching 100, so I forget.
uh,
This is the right. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for attending. I think let's cut it off here. And then what we're going to do, give us until latest Saturday. Then we'll ask you guys, to check on your availability, because I would really love to do this one-on-one, so that I can also take you in terms of the application process for the jobs on the website. Even though most of you, we are doing it for you, I would like you also to see, get to know how to do it. Why? You can be sometimes, bored, you say, in front of your laptop over the weekend, you say, let me just apply also. Because you don't want, even though we are applying for you, you don't want just now to relax and not do anything. If you get time, maybe once in a while, you say, let me just also apply. It's good for you, because then you can also pick up if there's any errors or challenges with our website. Because me, I'm guarding mistakes. I'm guarding mistakes so that if there's a mistake, I can shout at someone, the web designer or this one's for the job. Now, if I'm not shouting at any one of them, I'm not happy. I want to shout at someone, or else I will end up just shouting at my wife. I want to shout at these designers. Please find those mistakes. I want to shout at someone. Okay, guys, good night. I love you all. I love you more than you love me. This is the life.
Shanana, time is money.
Shanana, time is money. Time is money. I must go on a diet plan. I must go on a diet plan now. Shanana,
Yalla. See you, Abu Ahmed.
Shanana.